I can.
Is it still a legend if it's true?
There is no escape.
Can we interest you in hosting a symbiote?
Welcome assistance. Return to your mother.
We pick you. Just the three of us. Doesn't smell very tasty.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
It is our turn. We'll take it.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Enough of this. We are wasting our time on these inedible.
Ready to crawl back to your home planet yet?
We were fine on Earth, not here.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Quick bite.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were unprepared.
Delicious. You are out of your league.
pathetic.
Yes. Yes. Tear them to shreds.
We'll get you for this. We have a very good memory.
This could be how your legacy ends. How embarrassing.
He is like a less endearing version of Caretaker.
Ah, so much nagging. Now can we eat? Prepare to die!
Next time, run while you still can. Now that was something.
Don't waste it!
I will return the favor when I can. Your fate is sealed. Was that truly your best?
Ready! You shouldn't have tried us. We pick you.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. Lilith will be disappointed in you. I feel stronger already.
You got off easy this time. Now, release us!
Acceptable outcome. You've earned some small measure of my respect. And I hope learned your lesson.
The lesson is, we do not like being the target!
Of course you don't. And that burning in your chest, that would be...
indigestion?
That would be regret. The most overused human seasoning.
Seasoned humans are delicious.
Would you?
Enough! If you want this so much, stop posturing and tell us where to go.
Find what you seek, where it all began. Now, eradicate the vampire threat, or join me in limbo forever.
You do not dare!
Right, off you go. I don't know why I bother.
Hey, you mind checking in with Eddie? Whatever happened with Mephisto has him especially bummed.
Why not talk to him yourself?
Because I want him to cheer up?
Of course. I will speak with him.
Thanks. Oh, and don't tell him I asked. Wouldn't want to spoil his mood any further.
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
Ha, for starters. Don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
This anger is not healthy. I am here if you want to talk.
Okay. Thanks, Hunter. Maybe I just need to take a breather. Damn, never should have deleted those meditation apps. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
Huh. All right. I can get on board with that. You know, I was actually thinking about that already. You ever heard of the legendary Spear of Perseus? And not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
If Perseus was invincible, what happened to him?
Oh, his territory was eventually conquered by the Romans. But I'm sure that's only because the spear had been stolen before then.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
You should speak to Caretaker or Dr. Strange. I am sure they could offer details about the spear you would find enlightening.
Are you saying that I can't trust my own sources? Those party poopers would just tell me that chasing after the spear is a fool's errand. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think.
You talked to Eddie? How's he doing?
He was upset at his ill treatment by Lilith and Mephisto, but he wants to do the right thing. I plan to support him.
That makes two of us.
He needs time to recover, but it seems he will be all right.
Sure, but how do I put this delicately? I'm concerned his emotions will get the better of him.
How so?
Well, Eddie was always an emotional tornado, but the symbiote doesn't help. It feeds off his emotions, enhances them.
Eddie's feelings are not his own?
Oh, they are, but they're amplified, sometimes to a dangerous degree. Take it from me, the symbiote can really wind your gears.
Eddie will have an easier time taming his impulses if he feels like part of the team.
You're right about that. I hope the rest of the team can be patient with him while he adjusts. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. If he stops acting like the Eddie I know, you'll be the first to hear it.
Being cordial with Mephisto never sits right with me.
We all have skeletons in our closet, but Eddie might actually have skeletons in his stomach. Respect.
How's Ileana doing? She fitting in?
Why do you ask?
She had a hard time making friends at Xavier's school. Outside of class, she mostly stayed in her room. Doesn't seem that way here.
The Midnight Suns have been good for her. She has really come into her own.
Good. Thought as much. Always thought Xavier's wasn't the best place for her. Going from the Queen of Hell to the new kid in school wasn't easy.
Queen of Limbo.
Yeah, whatever. Smells like the devil's prostate. It's hell enough for me. Sarah never told me you were this fun.
Doctor, are you familiar with the Spear of Perseus?
Hunter, please. I'm getting a bit old for children's fables, don't you think?
Okay, so it is just a story? The spear is not a real magical artifact?
No, far from it. In fact, the Spear of Perseus is really a misnomer.
What do you mean?
Well, the Spear of Perseus isn't a physical blade, it's a military tactic. Perseus used to arrange his soldiers into a spear-like formation on the battlefield. That ridiculous legend about a supernatural weapon came centuries later.
I see. I just talked to Eddie, and he is convinced the spear is real. He hopes to hunt it down to use it against Mephisto.
Oh, by the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I hope he enjoys chasing wild geese, because that is what he is about to do.
Doctor, knowing Eddie, I worry he might find something that he believes is actually magical.
Whatever he finds is all but guaranteed to be a chintzy replica, likely ripped from a museum gift shop.
I am sure Mephisto will enjoy using it as a back-scratcher.
Indeed. Let's hope Eddie gets bored with this tale before that happens.
Never had the devil jump me before. Talk about nightmare fuel. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
No issues to report.
I'm here if you need me.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
How's it going, boss? Hunter, where did you find this? This is some of my best work. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Looking forward to our next mission.
Let's converse, if you...
Your spells could do so much to help us.
I don't know where I would be without friends like you.
I'm ready when you are. Do your thing.
That should be no sweat.
We will not fail.
I should be used to this by now. Is that all? That looked like a trick. I've got your back! That should help. Your actions have consequences. Fear the Scarlet Witch. Interesting.
Neat trick. Bad luck for you, friendo.
Whatever gets the job done.
Are we excited?
You're in trouble now. I'd consider another profession if I were you.
Ready up.
Where have I seen that before?
Targeting systems active. For the mother.
Barely a scratch.
In my sights.
Oh, this one thinks they're sneaky.
They called in some friends.
Serve her with honor.
I like our chances. Go!
Nice move.
You're not going to like this. Don't feel bad. You're not ready for me yet.
You've had this coming.
Is there a Mr. Captain Marvel waiting for you at home? I've got a thing for ladies who can rip my face off. Just 'cause I heal doesn't mean I don't feel.
Never surrender. No one gets away.
I've survived worse. Hostile reinforcements inbound.
I've got your back.
They weren't ready for us. That much is clear. Let's do it! There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you. I'm on it.
Reality is only an illusion. You had your chance. It's time you see what I'm capable of.
Not bad.
Chaos unleashed. A helping hand.
attempt at subterfuge.
Get your cooties off me!
You'll have to do better than that.
Keep the reflexes sharp.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
We need to take that monster out.
Haven't lost interest yet.
Do not allow her to distract you.
We'll handle it. Playtime's on. Should get the blood pumping. Get ready. Give the mother my regards in hell. Here it comes. I falter.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
This should be good.
The darkness is welcoming.
My purpose.
This isn't a healthy way of expressing yourself.
Enough insolence.
Nice shot.
Ready when you are.
Walk in the light.
Arigato.
Let me help.
I owe you one.
You are too weak for this fight.
You've made a mistake.
I'll give it a whirl. Going for it. Where'd you learn that one? Ow! Quit it!
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
You brought your friends to help.
Your mother abandons you. Feel my call.
You started it.
Believe it or not, there was a time when Caretaker would have forbidden that sort of thing.
If you still want it, come and get it. I got you.
Glad you got my back.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Payback's gonna be fun.
You will kneel. I cannot seem to pierce it.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight Moons? I'm not a fan of the sun.
A few more missions like that, we just might be friends.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? This is some of my best work. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Need a pick-me-up? The science is a bit hard to follow. Best if I don't explain it. No rush. I'm functionally immortal. Not that I want to test that. We could all be taking better care of ourselves. That's exactly what I was thinking. This is better than a workout. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. In my case, literally, I can't stand apples. Don't let this power go to your head. It's already gone to mine. Farewell, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I won't hold back.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. No pain, no gain. Any stronger. Can't wait to use that in battle. If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
You feeling all right?
See you soon.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
We are going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit and I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
Eddie and the symbiote are like broken pottery. They both have sharp edges, but they fit snugly together to create a better whole.
Peter, that is beautiful.
Let's hope Eddie sees it that way. If he loses control again, Venom might turn my face into something not so pretty.
Do not say that around Spider-Man. You just set him up for one of his patented zingers.
Now you know how worried I am. Come on, let's go.
Do not...
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain of hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
Vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts.
We are bound.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
We pick you.
Okay, that was awesome.
You were too weak for this fight.
This might sting a little.
Side of that move before.
Try this on for size. Nice. Let's do this. Here we go again. Coming at you. tough losing all the time. For like, decades.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. Now could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation?
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The Father of Death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula!
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto! He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead,
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst. Ready! I am eternal.
Your mother abandons you.
Is that really the best you can do? I thought you were supposed to be powerful. Your blood will renew me. Finally! Much appreciated. This is the end! I'll remember your face.
Careful! I bruise easy! Man, why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? The curiosity plays the cat?
We told you that wasn't us!
I'm on it!
Prepare to die! You got off easy this time.
Feeling lucky?
Why are you really here? What could Mephisto hold over your heads?
He will free us from your bloodthirst.
And don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
The Mother of Demons has her claws in you as well? Now I understand your desperation.
Then you know what we must do.
Not good enough.
Ready for a crossover? Here we go! Play dead!
Enough of this!
We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2,
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No!
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Parker, don't joke about that. Word from a friend of me? Stay away from that guy.
Does Dracula still smell like a sweat-soaked rat corpse showered in perfume?
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. That out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then, nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
I am sorry, Eddie.
Don't sweat it, Hunter. This is my boulder to push. Anyway, Thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I've cracked a few eggs in my day, but nothing like that. Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Whatever Sin and Dracula are planning, they are not alone in their schemes, and we will soon encounter the one who is actually pulling the strings. It could be a sorcerer, a witch, or maybe a demon. Perhaps one who matches or surpasses Lilith's power.
I can do without a mystery villain. The roster of enemies is already stacking up. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemolisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
We took a pawn out of my mother's grasp.
And it seems like it worked out. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I don't know, but I hope you never find out.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I can't believe that actually worked! Did you see Dracula's face when he pulled...
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
Nah, I was busy cleaning Hemolisk gunk from between my teeth. And so I said, "Get your hand off that lady's purse or I'll eat your spleen."
That is one way to take care of a situation. What happened next?
Well, I went home hungry that night.
Threatening to eat an organ is an interesting ruse. I respect your tactics.
What do you mean, ruse? I was hungry.
You actually wanted to eat this person?
Now, don't worry, I've changed. But you don't get teeth like mine by chomping on salads all day.
Is it hard to have a symbiote constantly affecting your emotions?
Actually, my symbiote often keeps me grounded. Its emotions certainly influence mine, but it never makes me do anything I don't want.
So the symbiote is not forcing you to eat people's spleens?
I'll try anything once, as long as it's not an olive. Seriously, I hate olives. Wow! Didn't even know I wanted this. Oh, this is the only burn I love to feel. Well, This chapel brings back some old memories.
How? Your first time at the Abbey was when Peter and I brought you here.
True. It's just this place reminds me of a church I once visited. Years ago.
I never took you for a religious man, Eddie.
I don't know what I believe anymore. Just because I dress like a monster doesn't mean I want to be one. Remember how I told you I used to be a reporter?
Yes, like Peter.
I'm nothing like Parker. That boy exploited his heroism to make cash taking blurry photos. I was a journalist. I wanted to mix it up on the streets, uncover the types of corruption that exploits the little guy, speak truth to power and all that jazz.
Does that work? Do words have that much power?
Wait, are you serious? Your mother tried to unleash a world-devouring elder god by reading a book.
Huh. Fair point.
I wasn't trying to do anything that ambitious. But I thought I could make a difference. Unfortunately, at some point, I lost my way. Cut a few corners with an important story, didn't double-check my sources, and ended up embarrassing myself publicly. I lost my job.
That sounds hard, Eddie.
After my father disowned me, I ended up at a church that looked a bit like this chapel.
Looking for a new start?
Looking to end it all, actually. But that's when I was saved by a higher power.
Is that when you changed your clothes?
Yes. I didn't know it at the time, but Spider-Man had just rejected the suit. He'd used the church bells to drive it off. Both of us were feeling hurt and abandoned. We both needed each other. On that day, the symbiote and I united. And we vowed to become something better. A lethal protector who safeguarded innocence. On that day, we became Venom.
I heard you also tried to murder Spider-Man.
Trust me, he had it coming.
What have you got for me, boss? Time to work my magic. This is some of my best work. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Always a pleasure.
Glad to have you with us.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Oh, wow! That's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
Yeah, I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
Hulk, try not smack.
Later.
Hydra is still intent on detonating these rift charges wherever they can. Consequences be damned. Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
We are heading in.
Works for Hulk.
Nice work.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Target confirmed. Next time, stay home.
No escape.
Going to have to fend off another attack from the Fallen. Lilith is relentless in her approach.
Still they persist.
I'm on it. That's the stuff. Looks like you could use a hand.
Good friend. That'll be healed before you can try again. Not feel so good.
Their time is short. How invigorating.
Hulk will try that on you. Seize your little pawn. Mother won't let me fade away.
Now that was something. You cannot stop me like that.
I fail her.
More of them are joining the fight.
Still want to fight Hulk?
We've got to stick together. No change of plans. I'm going in.
That's one charge down, but you're not out of the woods yet.
Real original. Roger that. It's nice of Lilith to keep restocking the practice dummies for us.
Looking to join her side?
Leave some for the rest of us. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you're in.
You look like you needed it.
More coming.
They are set on coming after me. Your fate is sealed. The leader has fallen. I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.
Hunter.
Hunter?
Well, hello there.
It's just me now.
Hey there.
Got more coil for me? I have high expectations for this. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Good day, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter.
You feeling all right?
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
mass production of my prototype soul is a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course. But humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hands, science is a force for prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
Step through.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them.
You had your chance to escape.
Anything for a friend.
Let's put it to good use.
I call to the elements.
Your time has come. You were too weak for this fight.
Look to the skies.
Now that was something.
They're surprisingly persistent. I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
I will show you true power.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread the words of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
Let us see if they have an answer for this. I am impressed.
There is nowhere to run.
We will never forsake her.
Her will.
You'll see me again soon. Arm Alpha reinforcing.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
That's Hydra in a nutshell.
You know nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Be my victim.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
No one is to blame but yourself.
Don't cross my path again.
There will be no escape.
What could be more formidable than the power of nature itself?
Don't get up, even if you can.
I will waste no more time. This world has a new apex. Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you.
Maybe now you will find peace.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. Maybe I should be flattered.
I've been waiting. You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed.
Accept your fate. You are not my equal.
On the move. They bolster their numbers.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious!
I heard you were a bit unstable, but I had no idea your delusions of grandeur were this grand.
elements bow to me.
Pathetic.
Your mother abandons you.
It is too late for you.
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
There is no escape.
Grateful we became allies.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the Sunlight Serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough Sunlight Serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
Sin is a significant threat.
Fortunately, I was there. I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
I do not wish to fight you. I came because I am worried about a fellow teammate.
That is too kind. I do not deserve your mercy.
That is what makes it mercy.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did that. Not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it. That he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Actually, I have a couple questions about your connection to Sin.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. Though if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power. Dracula likely believes he is manipulating Sin for his own gain. Sin undoubtedly feels the same.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. Checking in on me again. You really don't need to worry, Hunter.
On the contrary, I would like to know more about your work on this serum.
I'll answer what I can.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. I'll answer what I can.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. Don't worry, I tripped on that too.
Do you think Sin is single? Asking for a friend I hate.
Even if vampires are immune to sunlight, I can still make them burn.
Hate Charlie Warley puppy face.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I don't like how Morbius is acting. We need to work on our contingency plan.
You have more experience with Morbius than I. I assumed you already had emergency...
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
Morbius is trying to be a good man. I want to support him.
I know I'm the one who said he'd be useful, but we can't be careless about this.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that will be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit, Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
You know, it sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet, you are both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
Morbius needs to fix the mess he made. Otherwise, why is he even here?
I had some concerns about letting a vampire in the Abbey, but the real threat is out there.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
What have you got for me, boss? Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Later.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Let's converse, if you wish.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. How's it going, boss? Let's go. How's that for quality workmanship?
Good day, Hunter.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Even a sorcerer supreme.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Hydra has a remote server attached to one of their squads in this area, and they've been using it to store communications data captured on the nearby consoles.
They are still set on me.
I believe Stark and Carol have done most of the legwork, but you still need to access those consoles to retrieve the data.
We'll handle it post-haste.
Here we go.
I see your plan.
Hey, the jerk store called. They're running low on you guys. I could use a temporary sidekick.
We should try that more often.
Sure, why not? Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Follow my movement.
That'll work.
My sisters and I will soon be rewarded by Mother. We smell more of her children.
You dare persist?
Are they stronger than they look, at least? Welcome assistance. You have earned this! Let us see if they have an answer for this.
The light shines on the most dutiful. Watch and learn, my friends.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
This won't end well for you.
Restore our strength!
Hail that.
The old god.
Said you would be delicious. For the blood!
Yeah, that's getting old.
Our pact will not be broken.
A weak attempt.
On Delta responding.
Is that everyone? This shall be of great help. Your time has come!
She will sustain us!
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter.
Just remember, you asked.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
should save most of my frustration for Lilith. Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
Just when people were beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be. It is too late for you.
You have earned this! You were too weak for this fight. I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one.
for it.
Now that was something.
Deja vu. They've got friends.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight hard.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it.
You've left me no choice. You should never have come here.
Playtime. These fanatics are always the same.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No. Allow me!
So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. The better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that!
Welcome assistance. We will move as one.
They're gonna remember that.
I smell your fear.
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
Not good enough.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith!
I'll make quick work of you. That's not supposed to hurt.
Reinforcements. Good.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
I feel invigorated. I've been waiting.
I thought you were supposed to be powerless.
I am impressed. Leave some for the rest of us.
that really the best you can do? You should not have come here. So be it. You should have tried harder.
How many times you gonna try that? Hydra doesn't know when to quit.
Your blood will renew me.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound guilt.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just don't indulge in weakness.
Here it comes.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. All who serve Lilith will fall.
We all must live up to our legends, right, Hunter?
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Manhattan really comes alive. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
You are too emotionally close to this problem right now. Store your notes in a safe place until you have time to reflect on the best path forward.
I had not thought of that approach, but it does have merit. I do not know when the right time will come, but I look forward to that day. Thank you for your help, Hunter. Nice, Hunter. You never lost your nerve.
I don't know if I could have reversed the effects of the sunlight serum with my magic. It's best that it didn't come to that.
My childhood was terrible, Hunter. Tell me something good about yours.
Well, I enjoyed exploring the grounds around the Abbey, chasing animals and getting into sword fights with small trees.
Sometimes I wish I could go back in time. I may have been a sickly child, but life seemed simpler.
I guarantee those memories are better than the actual experience. That is what makes memories worth treasuring.
I suppose you are right. Maybe someday I will look back on this period with longing.
Naturally. This is when you met me.
I don't think even my memories of you can compete with the real thing.
Doctor, do you ever think about having kids yourself?
Intriguing. I don't even know if I'm capable of such a thing anymore. But if I was, I would want to ensure that my spawn were not afflicted with my condition. What about you?
I would love to have kids, and raise them to be strong, capable, and fight for what is right.
What's stopping you?
The ever-looming threat to our existence.
Ah. Yes, okay. Sounds like an excuse to me. You have outdone yourself, Hunter. Time really flies when your head is in a medical study. Seems like you can't get enough of me. I must be fun. For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage. Care for a drink, Hunter?
I thought you only drank blood.
Oh, there is a time and place for everything. I need blood to survive, but every now and then I like to experiment with something new.
What is on today's menu?
I'm not sure. It came out of one of Dr. Strange's bottles. All I know is it's blue and it tastes like moonlight. And lemons.
Are you in the habit of sipping mysterious cocktails?
Well, you could say that. An untested cocktail of my own design once gave me fantastic powers. And what is life worth if you cannot risk it?
I know how you feel. I once drank a potion that contained a wizard's severed toe.
I see. And did the concoction have magical properties?
It made my legs tingle.
Delightful. Come back to me when even the marrow in your bones aches. Then you may understand why I risked it all. I would never have won a Nobel Prize if I hadn't taken a few chances.
They award Nobel Prizes for chance-taking?
Yes. Well, no. Well, sort of. Who could say the story of human progress is built on the backs of those who dared to venture into the unknown?
What does someone do with a Nobel Prize?
It's really just a giant coin. Most people frame it or place it on a mantle. But if you're savvy, you can use the notoriety to gain research funding, and then perform experimental tests on your own body.
How often does that happen?
More often than you think.
Can I ask you a personal question, Doctor? Do you ever regret the risks you took to experiment on yourself?
A risk is not a risk if it does not hold the potential for regret.
It sounds like you have lived a hard life. But all your choices led you here. And for that, I am grateful.
I'll toast to that.
Then pour me a glass of blue moonlight.
You know, now that I've had more time with it, this might just be a spoiled smoothie.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Howdy, partner. What's crackin'?
You seem quite brisk today.
Why shouldn't I be? Got a full 8 last night, just started a new supplement, and I've got a renewed outlook on my future.
I am glad to see you in high spirits.
Thanks. Although, I'm probably mostly just in a good mood because I started researching a new story.
A story?
I had this revelation. You know I'm a trained journalist. I get a thrill when I break open a big corporate conspiracy or report on a public good.
So you want to do more reporting?
Yeah. We've been so busy fighting Lilin and vampires with a Y that I haven't had time. I'm feeling this itch in the back of my head telling me to get out there and dig up some dirt.
You have my blessing.
Ah, good. Because I've already started. I want to look into Dracula's history with the new breed vampires. What was his grand plan? How did he get into a feud with Mephisto? And is it true that a secret cabal of vampires controls the internet?
That all sounds interesting.
Probably shouldn't say anything more at this point. You never know who could be listening.
In the Abbey? No one can spy on us here.
Exactly. Wink, wink. Let's keep this between us, okay?
So, Eddie, I overheard what you said about the Dracula investigation.
Ah, crap. You're the last person I wanted to hear that. Look, I'm sure you think it's a bad idea, but...
No. Do you maybe, I don't know, need another set of hands on this?
You want to help me?
Yeah, just like old times.
The old times where you got me fired from my dream job?
Okay, like new times. You know what I can do. Tell me how I can pitch in.
What if you're a double agent working for the vampires?
Come on, Eddie. You know me. I'm barely a single agent. Definitely single. Sort of. It's complicated.
The symbiote says you aren't lying. So, I guess we can give it a try. As long as you do what I say.
Sure thing. You know, I think this could actually be fun.
Really? For who?
Ready to fight some crime?
What have you got for me, boss? Don't see that every day. This is some of my best work.
Always a pleasure.
Need a pick-me-up? Farewell, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. I guess I could show you a couple of things. Good stuff. Better than any damage modeling simulation.
No pain, no gain. I think we've got something for everyone.
All grow stronger.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Do your thing.
I'm ready when you are. Well, this was educational, and it... Who are we sending on an op?
You can owe me one.
I will do as you wish.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
Hydra has a remote server attached to one of their squads in this area, and they've been using it to store communications data captured on the nearby consoles.
Soon we will be nourished.
Still holding their interest.
I believe Stark and Carol have done most of the legwork, but you still need to access those consoles to retrieve the data.
Hulk hears you.
Let's settle this. You're never too old to improve. I'm on. Help is at hand.
Getting it done any way we know how. Fail, Smydra!
Hope they're ready.
Here we go.
We will never forsake her!
Defiler!
For the no retreat! She bolsters our numbers!
I like it when we're in control of the situation.
That'll work.
Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
I have movement here.
You look like you needed a break. Make it easy on both of us, will you? Watch my back!
They have ways of making you talk.
Let's get him!
That's a new one.
Forever in service!
For victory!
Barely hurt! We honor our covenant! We can wait no more!
Reinforcements on approach!
It's your time now! Let's go, team.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Hello, Hunter.
Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was astral projecting with someone in the backwards verse.
Let's touch base.
No demons to... Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.